action.
Hey, welcome back everybody. Sorry it's been a while since we made a video. Been working on the house and going on trips and all that kind of thing. But if you are here on Board Games, Books, and
what?
then boy do we have a treat for you. So today's board game that we're going to be talking about and unboxing really is Red Rising. And as you can see, it's based on the book of Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Specifically set in the first 3 books of the series. So that's the book. Me and my wife Lily here will do a review of that book shortly. But here is the collector's edition of Red Rising, available from Stonemaier Games, designed by Jamie Stegmaier and Alexander Smith, art by Jacques Davis, Miles Bensky, and Justin Wong. And as we said, it's based on the novels by Pierce Brown, specifically the first 3 books in the series. There's 3 other books. They're working on the 6 books right now. But basically, you enter the futuristic universe of Red Rising, based on the book series by Brown, featuring a dystopian society divided into 14 castes. You represent a house attempting to rise to power as you piece together an assortment of followers, which would be your hand of cards. Will you break the chains of the society or embrace the dominance of the golds? So Red Rising is a hand management combo building game for 1 to 6 players. It plays about 45 to 60 minutes. You start with basically a hand of 5 cards, and on your turn, you'll deploy one of those cards to a location on the board. Activating that card's deploy benefit, you will then gain the top card from another location, and you gain that location's benefit. So, if you enjoy Fantasy Realms, which is a combo building game, Libertalia, which is hand management, Gugong, which basically is like removing and gaining cards, then, they think you'll enjoy Red Rising. This is the collector's edition. At last I checked, it's still available on the Stonemaier website. The difference between the collector's edition and the basic edition is basically the card holders. The gold cards have some gold foil. You get the metal markers and some other good bits. So we'll take a look here and here. And so if you get the standard edition, you can buy the upgrade pack, which will basically make your standard edition the collector's edition. So anyway, that's the book. These are, I like to sleeve my games. So these are the sleeves that sizes that I looked online and it said, we'll give it a shot, see if that's right. But basically it's from Mayday Games, 65 mm by 100 mm. And then we got 160 of those. And then we got 100 of the, I don't know, these smaller ones. Looks like 57.5 by 89. All right, well, let's cut this bad boy open. See what we get inside, shall we? So while we're doing this, so we're just making this channel for fun, seeing what happens. We're going to base it on board games, books, what can be basically anything. We don't know yet. So soon we'll have a review on Red Rising, hopefully by next weekend. And yeah, other than this, so let us know in the comments, are there any board games or books that are coming out pretty soon that you're interested in, that have your attention, Kickstarter, pre-orders? Anything like that. I always tend to find out last minute or my chance is gone. So give me a heads up if you see anything interesting. All right, so here we go. So here's the collector's edition, Red Rising collector's edition. This is the first printing with the number that I got. So that's the front of the board. Flip it over here to the back of the board. And that is our dog. He really likes Red Rising, as you can tell. I think his favorite characters are the Howlers, which is fitting because mine is Servo, but we'll talk about that when we do the book review. So let's open this bad boy up. And the first thing we get is, looks like the instruction book with all the components. One thing that just came to my mind is, this game in the book is all about the caste system. Everyone's being put into different colors. What if you're colorblind? Can you see everything okay in this game? I'm not too sure. That'd be interesting to know. All right, so I think that's pretty good for the instruction book. Let's see what else we got here. So this game is playable for 1 player, so that's what the Tama is for anybody that's pretty new like me to this. I love board games. I love to play board games. My family likes to play board games, so boy, am I excited to find out that they make board games available for one person. My brother's wife says, oh, that's so sad, but you know, it is what it is, right? All right, so let's see what we got. So we got some baggies to store the odds and ends, which is pretty typical that I found with most Stonemaier games. Looks like we got some cards here. These are the house cards of the factions, if I remember right, that you would be playing. And this guy just, you know, he just punched out really quick. Very sturdy, nice and thick. I like that. You know, the things that I really look for in games that I collect and I want to play is, number one, the components. I just love components. If I try to get a board game, I'm always trying to get the game with the deluxe components. So, you know, I really like the quality of this and the components. You know, the second thing is really the theme and the mechanics. But yeah, and the artwork, I guess. I really like the artwork as well. So here's a board. Here's the back of the board. And this is pretty amazing. If I'm going to guess that's probably Servo right there, which would be my favorite character from the books. If you've read Red Rising, well, who's your favorite character? All right, so here we have is the game board. This is where most of the action will be taking place in the game. And we'll do a playthrough of this if you haven't seen someone else's channel doing a playthrough, so we'll do one. See how that goes at some point soon. And a nice little protective plastic on top. And then I'm not too sure. I think the standard edition does come with this cool tray. And that's the other thing I love about some games is, like, I love it when they have, you know, this attention to detail with a little bit of these nice trays. Keep everything nice and organized and cool looking. I have Feudum and I have Scythe, which are pretty, you know, nice big box games. But, you know, I don't have the organizers, and so I'm looking into that and building that. I'm not very artsy craftsy, so my wife might have to put those together for me. But looks like we had a little scoring pad here for keep track of the scores in the games. We got our dice, custom dice for the game. I'd say it's about medium weight, but very nice quality, very cool designs on it for the different houses, if I remember correctly. Set that guy aside. So this is one of the components that separates the collector's edition from the standard edition, and you can get this with the upgrade pack if you have the standard edition. But this is a nice little touch because you got your cards, and instead of just laying them down because you don't want people to see your cards, you can just put them in here in front of you, kind of like Scrabble, so you can see your cards and also see them. And these are nice. These are not cheap little flimsy plastic. These are pretty nice. And then we got a nice little metal, I believe this is the Institute token, or maybe it's Luna, I can't remember. We'll figure it out later. But nice and metal, so this is a difference from the standard and the collectors. The collectors has the metal, the standard I believe has the plastic. We have some helium markers or components. These are really nice. Really cool. Then we get into some more metal tokens here. Oop. You probably heard that guy, but this is nice. So this is also part of the collector's edition. The standard edition will have plastic, but feels really good. Has some weight to it. All of these have some weight to it, and there's the custom ship with the little blocks, and you got one for each of the house colors. That's really cool. This thing's really neat. So a little container that you put your helium in, shaped like the wolf from the Howlers. This thing is pretty cool. This is a really nice touch by Stonemaier Games. Really cool. Put that guy back. And then what's this guy? I believe these are, I don't even know what these are. Let's open them up and figure it out real quick since we're here. What else are you going to do, right? All right. This might be a problem. All right. So it looks like we got some cards here. Looks like these might be for the Atoma. So this is when you play by yourself. This tells you, I guess, what your imaginary opponent that you're playing against is going to be doing. And maybe we'll do a solo playthrough and a playthrough with the wife and see how it goes, see what the difference between the two is. But those are looks like the Atoma cards. This looks like it's the main deck of cards. And right away, here we go. So another side thing for the collector's edition to the standard, you got the gold, and they're gold. There's gold leafing and foiling in here, if you can see that. Really nice. The standard edition doesn't have that. But like I said, you can get the upgrade pack, and it'll have it on there for you. And before we cut this video off, let's just go ahead and take a look at a couple of these. If we can get them open. Oh, really nice. These cards feel really nice. Let's make this deck a little smaller here. So we got the gold here. Really nice. There's Fitchner, if you guys know who he is from the book. I won't give any spoilers. But these cards feel really nice. The artwork is amazing. And as you can see, you know, when you're playing the game, you're going to play the card. It tells, you know, the class of the house, but really down here is the actions that you're going to be following when you play the game. And essentially, you're going to play a card somewhere, pick up a card somewhere, and depending on where you do it, different things are going to happen. And you're trying to make combos with the cards to get the various victory points. And whoever gets the most victory points wins the game. All right, these are pretty cool. Let's see if we can find Servo. See, Servo would be he's probably a red in this game. Or no, he's a gold. Darrow, there you go. Darrow. So he's the main character in the book. He's the hero of the story, I guess you can say. I won't give any spoilers on that. Let's see if we can find Servo or the Howlers. Odin loves the Howlers. Might be in the other deck, but hey, good enough. So yeah, so this is the unboxing of Red Rising by Stonemaier Games, the collector's edition. Hope you found it interesting. Maybe saw something pretty cool. Stay tuned for the book review and a possible playthrough of the game. All right, well, hey, thanks for checking it out. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.